Would you drink water that started off looking like this? Florida is looking into ways to convert wastewater from your toilets and sinks into drinking water.
All right. Well, many cities and the Water Management District says that it's because the state could actually run out of water in the next couple of decades. Investigative reporter Ashlyn Webb learned a growing amount of cities, in fact, right here in Central Florida, already have the technology to do this.
They do, but it's not legal to drink this water in Florida, at least for now. The city that's pioneered the idea for the whole state is right here in Central Florida, Altamont Springs. So we decided to see how the process works for ourselves.
So the water that's coming out of the system is what's called finished water, so it is drinkable.
It looks like water straight from the tap. The city of Altamont Springs says it meets Florida drinking water standards. But this water didn't start from an aquifer or lake. To tell you where it came from, we have to start here.
All of the sewage and wastewater and stormwater, they come into the plant all together.
Ugh, that's really gross. City Manager Frank Martz walked us through step by step. This is where the city aerates the wastewater, breaking it down and supercharging it with oxygen before it makes it to the clarifying tanks and skimmers, removing any plastics or other debris still left in the water.
Every time it goes through some sort of gravitational step or mechanical step, we're taking some piece of the water out.
Then it runs down to here, where it's heavily disinfected and run through multiple filters. Wow, you can actually see the bottom of it now.
Yep. This is highly treated reclaimed water, so this is very, very clean.
This is what you can use to water your lawn, but it's not quite ready to drink. That's where the Pure Alta project comes in, where there's even more filters.
Activated charcoal, activated carbon.
The water then interacts with a natural disinfectant called ozone before it makes it to the last step.
And the UV radiation is what provides that final layer of cleaning.
It also removes any drugs still left in the wastewater.
Why do you think that we as a society are at this point where we're having to talk about converting wastewater into potentially drinking water?
Our region is trying to grapple with is kind of the notion of how are we going to grow? And the entire economy of Florida is built on tourism and development.
The Florida Department of Environmental Protection reports that by 2040, 4 million more people will call Florida home. And with it, the demand for millions of gallons of water every day. This state report also found groundwater resources like aquifers won't be able to keep up.
So either we close the state or figure out how to develop it in a more sensible and thoughtful way. And that's what this does.
Others have followed Altamont Springs' lead. St. John's River Water Management District used Daytona Beach as a testing site in a 2-year pilot program. Polk County built a pilot facility in late 2023, and records show Orange County officials held a meeting with commissioners in May, updating them on where the technology is at. But as of now, it's not legal in Florida for this water to flow through our faucets.
It's not being done now, but it will be.
And that might be sooner than later. Just this year, the Florida legislature recognized the product of this process as a source of water that may assist in meeting future demand for water supply. Lawmakers ordered the Florida Department of Environmental Protection to set up advisory groups to explore what rules and regulations the state needs to establish before moving towards legalizing this. But regulations won't be the only hurdle. A state report repeatedly mentions public perception, and it's even labeled as the yuck factor. Mart says the key is education. Many Seminole County students walked the same tour I did.
It is demystifying it for kids and encouraging them to be enthusiastically curious about the world around them.
The city told us the system was undergoing maintenance work, so we are waiting to see when we can get that water independently tested. But again, this water isn't coming out of your faucets just yet. Cities like Altamont Springs are combining this converted water back into their reclaimed water system. That's the water used to water your lawn. Reporting in studio, Ashlyn Webb, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.